See, check it out, guys. Just a simple pantograph. Whatever you trace on this end will be replicated at this point, but half the size. You see? So this is my pivot point. This is where the router goes. And up here would be the stylus. I guess you can also do it the opposite way. You could put the router here and the stylus here. Okay, so that's the basic principle, but there is a lot of redundancy here. So for starters, you don't need this guy. This will behave the same way without it. The next thing that you don't need is this area right here. And see, everything behaves the same way. That's exactly what I did over here. It's the same principle. I made this machine before I made the CNC a couple of years ago. And I was inspired by Matthias Wandel. Love his channel. He makes these out of wood, but I prefer steel myself. These pins are removable, so I'm going to take this whole thing apart and put it back together, and I'll explain exactly how I built it. Okay, so the key to success here is to make yourself a template, and these holes are perfectly equidistant from each other, so that's your exact center, and that way you'll use this thing to make all your cuts, whether it's you see how all the holes will line up, whether it's that's the same as this one. No need for holes in the middle here. And then you make sure these will line up as well. So this is the exact half of this one. Now, obviously this one was the trickiest one. So what I did for that is, again, I used my template. I set it down like so, like picture these are loose right now, and then I set my pins down through, so that would ensure that these here were precise. And then my router just mounts in there. Okay. So once I had all my pieces, and before even welding, I would set everything up here with the pins, and the pins ensure that everything's going to be nicely aligned. So pretend these are not yet welded. Before I welded them, I took clamps to make sure this is nice and tight, like that, and then went ahead and welded these, or tacked them, and tack these and everything. So you basically build it sort of in reverse, you know. That's why I love welding, just because you can do stuff like that. You can just prop it and then weld it. There's virtually no wobble on these. Not for sale in California. What do you guys do over there? Use olive oil? $20 router. Okay guys, so I elevated this. Eventually I want a mechanism where I can lower and raise this thing because sometimes it's kind of a hassle to have to raise this, but that'll be another time. So I got this nice piece of cedar here and I marked the exact center, and for now I have this triangular bit and I'm gonna line that up with the exact center there. Okay, see, that's about right. And so over here I already marked where that's gonna go. I'm just gonna mark where this goes. Okay, I got my circle there, so that's going to be one of the patterns. Then I'm probably going to go outside of it here. I'm going to add these small blocks to the side here just to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, I'm going to start with this 1/2 inch round bit. I like this kind of cedar because it doesn't leave any sort of burrs around. So now I'm going to do the outside here with the same bit. Okay, now I have these two. I want to swap out the bit for one that's a little bit narrower, also a round bit. And I'm also going to swap this around so that this ball here is on the bottom, and that will offset everything up a little bit. See, that's kind of cool. Makes for an interesting design. Let me try this straight bit. Let's see what else I can do with it. Went ahead and removed the whole center, but I love that little, it goes down and there's like a little drop off, so that looks pretty good. And it smells incredible, guys. It's aromatic cedar, so I love how it smells.